Today is another unboxing video and I'm delighted to share with you this new bit of kit that I'm really excited about. It is the H5 Studio from Zoom. So the H5 Studio is labelled as the handy recorder and it is supposed to offer you studio quality sound everywhere you go. Really excited about this product because we do a lot with sound and video, and actually having good quality sound makes such a difference to a video. So really excited to open this today. What's good about the Zoom is not only does it have these big microphones, the largest microphones that you'll see on any portable recording device, but you also have two XLR and TRS inputs on the bottom, meaning you can plug your studio grade audio leads, such as XLR cables, into the bottom. I've heard a lot about this, particularly about the screen. It's supposed to be easy viewable and good for people to look at. So let's get into the box. Get ready to make WAVs. Brilliant, love that. Obviously a play on get ready to make waves. What have we got in the box? Well, we've got the unit itself. We have a load of instruction information and all the regularity stuff. We have a Zoom Creator sticker that will be going on my laptop. Thank you very much, Zoom. And we also have in the corner here an attachment for the top of the Zoom recorder. And I think that is a base plate that can just go in and cover the electronics while it's not in use. So that's everything in the box. Let's have a look at the unit itself. So it comes in the classic Zoom bag, which is unbranded, but all of the Zoom devices come in here, and I do quite like them because it helps keep your devices dust free. So here is the unit in a nutshell. Of course, we've got to peel off the tape. So what have we got? Well, at the top you can see that we have these large, and they are larger than I realised. I wasn't sure how big they were going to be. We have these large microphones. There's two channels, X and Y is what they call it on the device, and these are actually detachable. There we go. So you can actually detach the microphone units from the unit itself, and the idea is Zoom are releasing other attachments such as a shotgun microphone, which is like a central microphone that comes off, and they're also going to be releasing their lavalier microphone set. So you can plug in essentially a receiver that receives the wireless microphone signal, and you can record your audio through here. Working our way down the unit, we have a button that says 16-bit, 24-bit fixed or 32-bit float. 32-bit float is the thing that everybody is talking about for anyone that works in sound at the moment, and all you do is press that button at the top so the red light under 32-bit float lights up, and then you are recording in 32-bit float. What that means is if you are a single shooter and running and gunning on your own, it's really useful because it avoids you having issues with gain and peaking and things like that. So stick it in 32-bit float, it's kind of like a safety net for you to do. Working our way down the units, obviously we've got mic audio levels on the top here, and we've also got 1 and 2. Now I assume that these levels are for the two microphones at the top, and actually 1 and 2 here are for the XLR cables that you can see in the bottom. You can also, it is that multi-plug, so if you have a jack that wants to go in there, you can also put the jacks in there. The good thing I like as well is you can see that the locking levers are in place on the XLRs, meaning that you have to release the XLR from the unit. It's very easy to get a loose connection. That is a really good feature. And actually we've got a Zoom Pod Track where they don't have that feature, and actually it's something that I really want reassurance to know that my cables are in and I'm getting the right signal. Working our way down the unit, obviously you've got individual control for the XLR things. You've got mute and it says mic. We're gonna have to get into the settings on that and see what that is. We've got a big record button, we've got stop, play, record, and all of the good things there. If we go to the side of the unit, you've got headphone volume, you've got a headphone socket and a line out. So this is a really good feature for me because you can actually monitor the audio yourself, but also have a line out. So if you want to run a line out to a camera, you can absolutely do that while also listening via headphones and checking the quality of that sound. Coming over to the other side, you have space for a micro SD card. Easy flap that you can open, and there you go. You've got an enter button, a selection wheel for obviously there, and you can also power the unit off USB-C, meaning if you don't want to use the batteries, by the way, they've doubled up the catches on the Zoom, meaning that it's harder to get the battery case over, you can power the unit with 4 AA batteries, which to me, even in this day, does feel a bit old-fashioned. And actually, I get more reassured by recording, but I believe from the data I've read, you can get about 12 hours recording there. Alternatively, plug it into mains with a USB-C adapter, or you can use a power bank. And finally, the thing that I'm really happy to see is they have a tripod mount screw. They're a 3/4 inch screw, so you can actually attach it to tripods, plates, any small rig equipment you may have, or you could even, if you wanted to, get a shotgun mount and you could put that on top of your camera if you really wanted to, meaning that it can be really versatile. And the other audio that we use is we do boom audio. So what we could do is essentially clamp it to the boom, and then what you'll find is we can monitor the audio with it clamped to the boom, and it's just really easy to handle. Other than that, that is the video for the unboxing of the H5 Studio. Keep an eye out for more videos where we're going to actually put the gear to the test. We're going to try some portable podcasting and also some general audio recording, both with podcast microphones and the onboard mics too.